on. Let's
And we are live.
Hi, it's Paye here, your favorite business, entertainment, and real estate attorney. And I am with my good friend.
Johan Misili, business accountant, CPA, as well as MBA. We are going to give you a
Little
good,
teaser.
yeah.
So we host a monthly workshop on different series on how to grow in business, and we talk about it from a legal standpoint and from a financial accounting standpoint, because Johan's a CPA and I am an attorney. So you get two professionals
For the price of one?
Yes. So we wanted to give you a little teaser of our workshop, so that way when we do the next one, you guys kind of know what to expect. So we're going to talk about like two topics. Normally the workshop is 2 hours and it goes into more detail, but today we're just going to, for this mini teaser, we're just going to talk about two. Johan's going to talk about.
I'm going to give you a very good overview of personal versus business expenses. A lot of time we do have expenses that have a personal and a business character. So how do you account for those? How do you identify them? And how do you make the best use of them?
And I'm just going to explain the difference between a trademark and a copyright. And then when we're done with this little teaser, we'll tell you guys how you can get more information and how you can work with us. And for the folks that are joining on IG, if you have a question, you can type them in and we'll answer them as we go along. So Johan, do you want to start and tell the folks a little bit about your topic?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm Johan Misili. I'm a CPA. I've been in practice for the past 5 years, been a business accountant for almost 14 years. And like Johnetta mentioned, what I'm going to be focused on tonight is to talk about expenses that small business owner incur that have both a personal as well as a business character. So as a small business, a lot of time you have to spend money on items that have a strong personal character. So a good example would be our cell phone. We all have a cell phone, and a lot of small business do not carry two cell phones. So
I do.
well, good for you. You must be doing very, very good to have two cell phones. But for those who do not and still want to run a business, you essentially pay one cell phone, and a lot of time you will either use your business account to pay for it, or you use your personal account to pay for it. But the usage most likely would be for both business and personal purposes. So the general rule of thumb is you want to identify the business person as well identify the personal portion. So if, for instance, you use your cell phone to talk to your family, to your friends, to acquaintance, and you do not talk about business 40% of the time, so 40% of your cell phone bill should be applied for personal purposes. So the only amount that you'll be able to deduct will be the remaining 60% of your cell phone bill. So that's the general basic rule of thumb when it comes to making distinction between personal as well as business expenses. And another good example that I can give you would be the usage of your home. So when it comes to using your home for a business purpose, there are multiple elements to it. One is the size of the room that you use in your house. Two is how do you want to account for it? You have what we call the simplified method, and we also have the regular method. The simplified method is really what it says. You apply a $5 rate per square feet. The most you can deduct would be 1,500. So that means the more you can deduct would be the 200 square footage. If you do have a bigger office or a bigger garage or a bigger den, whichever space that you use for your business purpose, then you might be better off using the regular method where you actually account for all the expenses that do have the character of living in your house, including utilities, power, water, cleaning, the insurance, your HOA fee, and then you take the percentage of the home that you use for business purpose and apply that to the total of expenses of utility expenses.
So I have a home office in addition to this one.
Okay.
So if I had a professional cleaner come clean my house, and I do have insurance on where I live, so I can claim those things as a business expense because I have a home office.
Yes, you can, but the caveat is you do not claim 100%. You only claim the percentage that represent the size of your office in your house. So if your office represents roughly 10% of your house, so the most you can claim would be 10% of those total expenses.
Okay.
And yeah, that's really the little bit that I can give you. But as you can imagine, those different topics have a lot of information behind it. And during one of our training classes, this is what we cover in very deep detail, and you also get the opportunity to ask any question that you have in mind. So I'm gonna pass it on to you, Johnetta, and you can give them your big small teaser.
Yeah, so for me, I'm just going to cover one aspect of being a business owner. So a lot of times people ask me, what should I do first? Should I register my business first, or should I get my trademark first? And I always say work backwards. So look into your trademark first, just to make sure that the name is available and that nobody has that. And then you can register your business with whatever states you're looking to form it in, because a lot of times people will do it in reverse. They'll start with this business formation first and then go look into the trademark, only to find out that they can't now get the trademark because somebody else already has that name registered and they didn't know that because they didn't do that check. So even if you're not ready to trademark your business name right away, you definitely want to make sure that you check to see if it's available and that you can before you start your business. Otherwise, you're going to run into a situation where you'll have to rebrand, and that's never fun, especially when you've invested all this money just to start a business. And so that's one way to save yourself some money in business and impact your bottom line. So that's my little mini teaser for tonight on some things to think about when you're starting a business. And like Johan said, we do this once a month. It's a 2-hour course, and we get into more detail on different legal and tax strategies that you can use to structure your business and to save money. Because at the end of the day, like, being a business owner is expensive. And so wherever you can save $1 or $2, it definitely helps out in the long run. So if you can follow me on social media or subscribe to my email list to get information on the next class, but we are going to do one again in October. And if you want to work with Johan and I outside of here, we do offer one-on-one consultations. And so Johan can tell you how to work with him, how to get in touch with him.
Yeah, so I'm very easy to get a hold of. You can email me at my work email address. That will be johan.minsili, that's MINSILI, at minsilicpa.com. You can also reach me at my phone number. That will be 404-664-0585. We will essentially schedule a time to discuss any topic that you have in mind. And at the moment, I'm offering until the end of this year a pop-up shop rate. So my regular billing rate is usually $175 an hour, but for $50, you get 30 minutes where we can plan for the next tax period of next year. We can discuss some of the strategy that you can apply at the moment right now that will allow you to lower your tax liability come next year. We can take a look at your investment portfolio, make sure that it's performing, because I'm sure as you follow the news, there is a correction coming to the market. So you want to make sure that you stay ahead of the curve. So these are some of the items that we can probably discuss in 30 minutes. And obviously, if we need more time, then I will definitely tell you how much that will cost you. But for now, for $50, we schedule a time and we can do it either via a video conference or we can do it through a regular phone call.
And I also offer consultations, and you can book them by going to my website, jpaye.com, and you can book a free 15-minute consultation, or we do have 30-minute consultations that are a paid option and an hour-long consultation that are also paid options. So if you know that you need more time than 15 minutes to talk, then it's probably better to book one of the paid options, and we can talk about any business legal question that you may have, whether that be contract related, how to form your business, copyrights, trademarks. And again, so you can book your consultation with me by going to my website at jpaye.com. And we look forward to working with you, and definitely follow us or keep in touch to learn about when we're going to do the next webinar.
Absolutely. And our in-person session are also networking opportunity for a lot of you. We have clients and customers and the people that attend the class from our work, and an opportunity to network is essentially the next opportunity for you to potentially make some money. So we would love to have you over, but if you cannot and you can join us via webinar, please do so. And we look forward to seeing you and discussing with you and exchanging idea with you next time.
Have a good night, and
Bye-bye.
we'll talk to you later. Okay, so that was a good clean version.